patient is Carolyn. This must be Jisung, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the purpose of your visit?
So, I feel like there's some minor pain in my lungs.
Okay, so what are your symptoms currently?
I have a slight chest pain when I breathe or cough, and I have some fevers and chills, and I also feel like I have some shortness of breath.
I see. Well, you might possibly have a lung infection, but to make sure it's not a lung infection, we're gonna have an x-ray.
An X-ray? I hate X-rays.
Oh no, don't worry about it. It's a harmless procedure. We're gonna get your chest x-ray. It should only take about 3 minutes.
Alright, do you think it's anything serious?
Please don't worry about it. I don't believe it's anything serious. But let's go to the x-ray. Hi, Jisung. So your results came in. Unfortunately, you've been diagnosed with a mild case of pneumonia.
Pneumonia? What's that?
Well, pneumonia is a common lung infection. It's an infection that inflames the air sacs and in your lungs. The air sacs may fill up with fluid or pus and cause cough, phlegm, and pus coming out with fevers, chills, and difficulty breathing, which seem to be correlating with your symptoms. Pneumonia is also caused by bacteria or infection, so the cultures came back positive for that.
Oh, I see. So, what can you do to treat this infection?
Fortunately, you have a mild case of pneumonia, so it's treated with antibiotics. Let me just write you a prescription real quick. Here you go.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Okay. Now just drink plenty of fluids and make sure you rest up, but emphasis on fluids.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Hi, hello again. Jisung, right?
Yep.
Okay, so have you been taking your antibiotics well?
I have.
Okay. So this is your follow-up checkup. How are you feeling?
Feeling great.
Okay. So you took your antibiotics, so you've recovered quickly.
So, quick question. What if I didn't take my antibiotics?
Well, you wouldn't not want to take antibiotics, which is a good thing that you did take it, because the worst case scenario would have been pneumothorax.
Pneumothorax, what's that?
You would need to know pulmonary ventilation and how it works first.
Would you not mind if you can explain to me what pulmonary ventilation was?
Well, yes, of course. First, you need to understand Boyle's law. Boyle's law shows that there's an inverse relationship with pressure and volume. Basically, when the volume goes up, the pressure will also go down. This is the main thing that drives pulmonary respiration.
Oh, I see. So, what happens during this whole entire process?
Well, when we breathe in, the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles, which is on the ribs, contract, causing the volume of the thoracic cavity to increase. Now, when this increases, it creates a pressure difference from the atmosphere and the air in your lungs, allowing us to then breathe in air.
Oh, I see. So, what happens when we breathe out then?
Now, when we breathe out, the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles relax, decreasing the volume of the thoracic cavity, increasing the pressure in our lungs, and this forces the air to move out into the atmosphere.
Wow, that's actually very interesting. So, when we exhale, how do the lungs just not collapse on itself, and why do we need this process to happen?
Well, the lungs don't just collapse on itself, because with the thoracic cavity and the lungs, there's a negative pressure in between. Think of this negative pressure like a suction cup. When a suction cup is suctioned on a wall, it sticks to the wall because the pressure within is significantly decreased or becomes vacuum. So with our lungs and the negative pressure, think of the thoracic cavity as the suction to the lungs to attach onto it to hold it in place so it doesn't collapse on itself. Now, pulmonary ventilation is essential for providing our body with oxygen it needs to function properly. The oxygen travels into our lungs and then is transported from the blood to the cells throughout our whole body for function.
I never really thought of it like that before. So, without pulmonary ventilation, we wouldn't be able to survive?
That's right. That's why it's so important to take care of our lungs, be healthy, and it is very good to be aware of taking care of our lungs because it is essential for life.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Doc.